folks, it's Miss Johnson. This is the 15-minute version, hopefully less, of the sorting and filtering class that you all don't get to see. So I'm going to show you a little bit about sorting and filtering using this video game spreadsheet. If you want to do it along with me, go ahead and pause the video right now. Go over to the class recordings in Unit 6, and you'll see this first link, video games sort and filter demo. You click on it, it's a spreadsheet. You can go ahead and download it. See the same spreadsheet as me. Today we're going to be talking about sorting and filtering spreadsheets by columns and thinking about real world examples of sorting and filtering. So we've talked about three things that Excel is really good at: organizing, analyzing. We're going to get to the third one later. Sorting and filtering goes with this part of Excel being really good at organizing things. Because you think of things that you've sorted before, right? Movie collections, books, socks. It's all about organizing it so that you can find it really fast. Excel's really good at doing that, and sorting and filtering really helps us out with that organization. So, what is sorting? Basically, you're organizing a whole sheet of data. You can do this multiple ways. Alphabetically, so if you've ever alphabetized a movie collection, you're usually going A through Z by title. Numerically, smallest to largest, or by date. It makes the sheet easier to navigate. You have to be careful with sorting. I'll show you why in a second. But most of the time, it's pretty easy to use. So how you sort something, I'm going to go ahead and take this off because we're going to talk about that later. How you sort is you can just click on what you want to sort. So let's say I want to sort these video games A through Z. I'm going to click on title because that's the row I want to sort, right? I'm going to sort this row and everything's going to shift along with it so that this video game still came out on the Xbox. This video game still came out on the Wii U. So I'm going to click on C1 and I'm going to go up here. You may see something that says sort and filter, might be a little bit bigger. Excel is smart enough to know that I want to sort A through Z, so I can just click on this button. Watch what happens. Now my whole sheet is sorted by title. So all of my A games, all my B games, and they still have the right month, release date, and the same platformer. So what Excel did is it just went and it organized the whole sheet by title. Let's say I want to organize by month. I want to see all the January games at once. Click on month, go to sort. You can also click on this option that says custom sort, and this gives you some more flexibility. So I'm going to go to month and sort by A through Z. Boom. Now my April games are all together. All my August games are together. Yada, yada, yada. Folks, here's the reason why we don't just select one column of data and sort it. This is where you can get into trouble. So let's say I want to organize by date. I want to look newest to oldest. So I highlight my date column. Sweet. I did that by clicking on the B. And I go to sort oldest to newest. Excel's going to give me a warning, because right now you're telling Excel only sort this column. Only make it so the dates go from oldest to newest. But the thing is, if you only sort this column, you're not going to sort this other stuff with it. So if you do continue with current selection, which you should never do, never pick this option, suddenly all of these are wrong. Right? Angry Birds Action did not come out in January 15th. It actually came out in 2016. So, never only select one column. This is basically what I showed you. The way you sort in Excel is you choose what column you want to sort by. So you have to say, am I going to sort by title? Am I going to sort by month? Am I going to sort by yada, 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 whatever, whatever. Oops. Choose which way you want the column to be sorted, and then click OK. So let's get this back to organize from oldest to newest. I'm going to click on date, do custom sort, date, oldest to newest. Sweet. If you think about it, here's another example. Think about it. How would you sort this history to figure out who your favorite YouTuber is? Which of these columns would you choose? And then how would you sort it? You can also think about, what are some other ways to sort the spreadsheet? So that's sorting in a nutshell. Basically, you're just organizing the whole sheet. Makes it so you can navigate things faster, see some patterns. Here's some other things you could try. I think we did most of these. Going month A through Z, video game A through Z, date oldest to newest. If you haven't tried it yet, go ahead, pause the video, take 3 minutes, try your hand at sorting. Did you try it? Alright, good. Alright, here's the next thing, filtering. Just stop for a moment and think about, okay, where have I heard the word filtering before? A lot of people think about Instagram filters, they think about water filters. I think about a sort of this funnel sort of shape thing, right? Filter. Basically, when you're filtering something, you want to take something out. Like a water filter, you want to take all that gross, nasty stuff out, so you're just left with clean water. You could do something similar in Excel. We use filters to filter out the data we don't want to see. And the way we do that is we select the categories that we do want to see. It makes data easier to find. If you scroll through this spreadsheet, may notice that there are a lot of rows on here, like 3,000. If I told you to go find all the PlayStation 4 games by hand, you would throw me out of the room. But Excel can do this in a snap. Here's how you filter in Excel. First thing you need to do is put on your filters, which is super easy. You just go ahead, highlight the column headers. You only need to highlight the column headers. Go back up to our option up here, the sort and filter option, and click on filter. Clicking on filter doesn't actually filter anything. It just gives you the ability to filter. You'll know you did it right when you see these little drop-down arrows. These little drop-down arrows are the key to filtering. You're going to choose what column you want to filter. Just like in sorting, you have to choose one column to decide to use. Click on this little drop-down arrow, and you're going to get all these options. You can actually sort when you filter too. That's a good way of making sure that you don't accidentally screw up your data. So I highly recommend using filters when you sort too. And then you'll see down here, there's options, and it actually lists everything that is in the column. So for platforms, it lists all the platforms that's listed. With title, it actually lists every single title that is in the spreadsheet, which is a lot. Date groups it by year, thank goodness. Month, it lists all the months that are here. You pick which ones you want, right? Because filtering, we're filtering out the data we don't want. So you select what data you want to see by unclicking the Select All box and then checking whatever box you want. Cool. So, think about it. If I wanted to see only art in the impressionistic style, which of these columns would I filter? Then maybe what are some other ways you could possibly filter the spreadsheet? Alright, let's try it on this video game spreadsheet. We're going to do this one and this last one right here. The other ones I'll leave for you to do. So, games from 2019. So first we have to think about, okay, which column am I going to filter? I want to get the games from 2019, so I'm probably going to filter the date column. So I'm going to hit my drop down arrow, and I don't want all of this anymore, right? I want to select off of these. The easiest way to do this is unclick the select all button, because then it unchecks everything, and I can just click the thing I want, 2019. What do you notice happened right here? My spreadsheet goes from 1 to 2,487. So what Excel did is it didn't get rid of all those other rows, it just hid them. So now I only see stuff from 2019. When you decide you want to get rid of your filter, you can just click on Clear Filter, or you can click on Select All, and then it'll all come back. Let's do one more of these. Games released in 2017 on the 3DS platform. The thing with filtering is really nice is you can do multiple filters. So, let's take the first one. Games released in 2017. I'm going to go to the date column, unselect, select all. The other way I could do this, I could literally just unclick all these other ones. But Miss Johnson is lazy. Unclick, select all, 2017. But now I have 2017 from all of the stuff. I only want 2017 games that were released on the 3DS platform. So I'm also, with this filter still on, I'm also going to filter column D. I can just select 3DS. If this wasn't clear, I could also search for it. And I could add all these things if I wanted to, but I'm just going to add 3DS. And now I have only the games released in 2017 on the 3DS. So much easier than you trying to race through the spreadsheet, let me tell you. Okay, so why do we sort to filter? Take a moment, think about it for yourself. I think it's important to sort and filter in order to find patterns quickly. If you need to find something in a spreadsheet often, alphabetically is usually the way to go, so you can find it really quick. If you're looking for a certain selection of your data, like what we did here, games in 2017 that were on the 3DS platform, filters are really powerful and useful. You can get it really fast, and you can always take them away. They're flexible. And guess what? You all have used sorts and filtering. Just think about online shopping. When you online shop, maybe if you don't have a lot of money, you're going to sort prices lowest to highest. So you get all the low prices first, and then you see the high price stuff. And you can filter it. You could say, I want to look for this movie, but I only want Blu-ray DVDs. So you go over to the column on the right, click on the little button that says only Blu-ray. So, what I would like you to do is the next time you're online shopping, you're browsing for something, be on the lookout for sorting and filtering. They're really useful, and we use them all the time in order to get to what we want. Alright, if you need more practice, I highly recommend using this video game spreadsheet. Just play around with it. See if you can figure out some other filters. Try to do these other challenges right here. Games released only in October, games released on only the 3DS. Last thing, please take my mid-semester survey. I know I talked to you about it last Friday, but it would be great if you took it. Alright, great work you all.